take you to the Western Cape now, where more than 160 people have been left homeless after a fire destroyed the informal settlement in Mbekweni near Paarl in that province. In fact, the cause of this fire is still unknown, but the Drakenstein Municipality is currently investigating a suspected arson attack. Approximately 100 shacks have been destroyed in that blaze, which started in the early hours of Saturday morning. The Gift of the Givers has responded to the call for assistance and have been on hand to deliver hot meals, mattresses, and hygiene packs for the affected families. In fact, Gift of the Givers project manager Ali Sablay joins us now from Paarl in the Western Cape. Ali, it's great to have you on the program, albeit under these difficult circumstances. Thanks indeed for making time. Perhaps let's just begin by your describing to us what you found when you arrived in Mbekweni.
Good morning to you and to all your viewers. We've attended to many disasters, especially fires in the Western Cape over the last year. But what made this one unique was, as soon as our vans and our trucks pulled up, we could see the hunger and the desperation of the people. We didn't have a chance to open our van doors properly when mothers with children came to us and said, "Sir, please, do you have any food for us? Do you have anything for us? Our children is hungry. We haven't eaten for the last 24 hours. Please, can you assist us?" Immediately, our teams jumped into action and started feeding close to over 400 people immediately. Thereafter, we were engaging with the community members and speaking to some of them, telling us some of the neighbors are not here. We have been faced with a 21-month lockdown period. For the 21 months, these families, who are mostly from the Eastern Cape, could not go back home to visit their families. So with all that excitement going over to the Eastern Cape, as soon as they got there, they got a dreadful phone call to say, "Your place has burned down. Sorry, there's nothing we could have done. It's completely shattered. It's completely destroyed, sorry." And engaging with the community further, telling us that COVID-19 has been a very difficult time for them. For some of them, they just recently received work. And whatever savings they had was in their homes. And it was completely destroyed. So they thought they would bring a nice festive period to the children, because the last few months has been depressing for the children as well. And all the goods, all the children's full uniform for next year, all the stationery packs for next year has been completely burnt out. So we faced a very depressed community, very sad community, but they were happy we were on the ground delivering some kind of assistance. And we were asked by some community members, if it's possible, we could ask the Department of Social Development to organize some counseling services for the children and for the elderly as they are undertaking it well.
Right. You know, anecdotally, we've already seen stories of, for instance, one single mother of two who's lost absolutely everything besides the clothes that she and her children had on her back. What are some of the things that you're finding community members there need desperately as a matter of urgency as we speak, especially when you consider just the extent of the devastation that this fire has brought to that area?
The main concern for them is having a roof over their head by Christmas time. So in our engagement with disaster management yesterday, they are having a meeting with the municipality this morning to see how they can assist these people by having a roof over their head by Christmas, because many of these people are refusing to stay into shelters or accommodation provided for them in community halls, as they feel their children and especially for the chronic medication people, they are afraid of getting the COVID-19 fourth wave, the Omicron in these halls. So they are concerned getting a roof over their head, and for many of them, the moment the fire happened, Western Cape was experiencing bad gale force winds at that time. So for many of them, within a few seconds, they had to grab whatever they had and watch in front of them their belongings destroyed. And for many of them are concerned of the mental state of the young ones, because when these kids go play out in the morning, when they come back home, they expect to come back to their homes, and there is no homes. Yeah. So the main concern for them is getting a roof over the head as soon as possible, and we hope the relevant authorities can lead this call, because it will be a bleak Christmas which they already experienced over the last year or two for many of these residents.
Which is the real concern, right? I mean, around this time of the year, most people are just taking stock of what's really been a challenging year for many people. I wonder what giving aid to communities looks like for you as Gift of the Givers in a context where a lot of suppliers, for instance, might be going on holiday themselves and might not be able to supply you with what you need to give this aid to places like, Mbekweni in Paarl. How is providing this assistance actually like for you, given the fact that most people are winding down?
Going into areas like this, when the people see the green trucks and the green vans and the teams of Gift of the Givers entering the disaster areas, they see hope, they feel comfort immediately. As we left yesterday, families came to us telling us thank you for being there for us. We can sleep at least with all the traumas. We will be able to sleep properly tonight. We immediately dispatched blankets, mattresses, water, sanitary packs, baby care packs for the victims, because we know normally in disasters, that's one of the first things you provide families, especially for women, the dignity. For some of them, they're going through the menstrual cycles every month. They don't have the necessary, all their bank cards and belongings were destroyed. So the main thing is to bring comfort and calm amongst the communities in terms of aid, in showing them that you are standing with them. And we will be there for the next few days with them during this depressing period with the residents. And we pray that the shelters are up, and we promise them, as soon if the shelters are up by Wednesday or Thursday, even the day before Christmas, we promise to deliver to each family a food hamper that their family can enjoy over the blessed day of Christmas and carry them through the festive period. And here we would like to urge the South African public. It's a time of a fellow South African being in difficulty. We are, as we always do in many of the disasters where we see the spirits of Ubuntu overflowing among South Africans, we ask you to support these families, as there are many young ones involved. And with that, surely we can make a small difference in these people's lives.
Absolutely. With that, very quickly, if people want to assist, Ali, where can they go? Where should they deliver some of the goods and perhaps some of the other aid that they want to give?
Okay, you're most welcome to contact our toll-free number, 0800 786 911, or visit our social media pages. All the details, drop-off details will be on there. All the banking details for any contributions to all these families will be there on this file.
All right. Ali Sablay is the project manager assisting the intervention, if you like, in the wake of that devastating fire in the informal settlement of Mbekweni near Paarl in the Western Cape. Ali, thanks very much indeed for making time. Gift of the Givers, as always, leading the charge in ways through which I guess many people should, when you consider, of course, the kind of welfare state that we are in South Africa. Once again, I'll be Sablay from Gift of the Givers. Thanks very much indeed.